Don't give up if you aren't seeing sales. Don't give up if you aren't seeing consistent clients, especially if you don't have any of the systems that I talked about or any of the implementation, sales strategy, marketing strategy. If you don't have those things, then that could be a reason why you aren't seeing those consistent sales. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be telling you the 6 most common mistakes I see new small business owners making when they are just starting out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the video, okay? So mistake number 1 is trying to start like 2 or 3 different things at once. Why? Multitasking is a thing, but also I believe there's a study on this, and it's definitely true. It also takes away time. You're also not able to give 100% or a ton of your effort to one thing when you try to multitask. Like the same thing goes to your business. If you're trying to start 2 and 3 businesses at once, you're just taking away time from that one business and being able to scale that one business or make a ton of money from that one business because you're trying to start these 2, 3 different things at once. And so your attention and your time is divided. Literally one of the biggest mistakes is when I see my clients say, well, I'm gonna start this, and this. And I'm like, well, which one? Because pick one. Because when we start you out with one and we do all the steps to get this one launched, and then halfway through you wanna switch to another one, all that means is we have to start over from the beginning. And so it's not that all the work that we've done on your other one was wasted. It's not, it's still gonna be there, but it doesn't mean it's gonna take you longer to start making money. It does mean it's gonna take you longer to see results. And so if you're really starting your business and you're really trying to start and scale this business or start making money from this business, you're gonna do yourself a favor by picking the one you are most serious about or the one you are most ready to start working on now. So you need to decide that from up front, right? And I understand that sometimes hiccups come and bumps come and because of that, you may be like thrown off or you may have to like revisit. But what I'm saying, to the best of your ability, try to decide like, hey, I wanna do this. I wanna focus on this, because that's gonna be the most direct path for you to actually start making money in your business. And once you've started making money in that first business, once you've scaled that first business to 6 figures, then I would say, okay, hey, now you can use the funds from this business to start this other business, or now you can turn over the reins in this business to someone else, or now you don't have to be as present in this business to where you can start this other business, rather than trying to do it all at once and then just delaying yourself because you're just constantly splitting your time. The second thing is chasing clients down. Oh my gosh, guys. Do not chase people to pay you. Do not chase people to work with you. If you have to chase someone to work with you, they probably wouldn't be someone who's good enough or good to work with to begin with. And also they're probably not your ideal client. When people want to work with you, when people are ready to buy, they will buy. You do not need to be chasing anyone down. You not need to be hounding people down. I do believe there's a difference between following up with potential leads and following up to check in on like where someone is with how, if they want to move forward or what they've decided. That's completely different than chasing someone down, like hounding them every single week for 6 weeks or saying, hey, or trying to offer them discounts. And first of all, I don't really even believe in discounting for the most part. Like, you're worth your services, and unless you're discounting your time, why are you discounting your service? It's just one of those things where when people are ready to buy, they will buy. And I'll give you a concrete example here. I did not run ads in my business for a very long time because I was making plenty of money without running. And I talk about it all the time. I was making multiple 5 figures, hitting 6 figures in my business without ads. And so I wasn't running ads in my business when I had first started out for a very long time. And so if an ads person had come to me and chasing me down to try and get them to work with me or work with them or buy them and let them help me with my ads, they would be wasting their time because I wasn't interested in getting any ads done. When I finally did decide to do ads in my business, I simply went out and chose someone and then paid them immediately, no questions asked, because I was ready. And so it's the same thing in your business. Understand that when people are ready to buy, they will. You don't have to chase them down. You don't. This third common mistake I see all the time and like just hear all the time, and you probably heard this one too, is having people say, I post on social media. I mean, I can't tell you how often people think posting on social media is the end all be all. They're like, I post on social media and like, I'm not getting any clients. I post on social media. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Posting on social media is one way to get clients. It is one way to supplement your marketing strategy, but it is not the end all be all. Like, what does your back end look like? Once you post on social media, what are you inviting them to do? What's your call to action? And when they do that call to action, what happens? What happens when they go to your website from your social media? What happens next? How are they being invited into this continuous relationship with you? What happens, right? So social media isn't the end all be all. There has to be something else. There has to be a back end. There has to be a front end. And often social media is just one step. And it's definitely not the only step and not even actually my preferred step, right? I have a video on, how to grow a business or how to start a business without being on social media 24/7. And it'll be up here on the screen somewhere. But in that video, I give you all the different ways to grow your business without social media. And so while I think social media is an amazing tool and you should be on social media, especially in this day and age, to grow your business, you should also implement other tools and other ways of growing your business. And you still need those back-end systems, that back-end strategy, in addition to posting on social media to keep that business churning, to keep that business going. And people don't understand that. And so they think, well, I post on social media and that's it. I don't know why I'm not seeing clients. Well, I can tell you why, because you're not nurturing them. You're not inviting them into this continuous relationship with you. You're not helping them solve their problem. You just have this one post and that's it, right? And by one post, I mean either one every day or one every week or whatever it may be. The fourth most common mistake I see is people just trying to go it alone. And if you've been following or subscribed to me for a long time, I am the biggest proponent of just coaches and mentors in general, because I'm someone who I'm just willing to pay to get it done right the first time. I'm someone who I invest in my future. I invest in everything that I'm going into. I believe in investing in it and making sure it's done right so I can get the best return on my investment. And I advocate the same thing. So I practice what I preach, right? And what I mean here is people will struggle for years and years and years, where if they had just invested in a mentor or invested in a coach, they could have got that solved in 3 to 6 months, right? And so I think one of the other common mistakes I see people making is they're afraid to invest, or they're afraid to make that investment. And I talk about this all the time, so I have tons of videos on it. But I mean, truly, I can give so many examples of times I've invested in and how much it saved me and how quickly. I say this all the time. I scaled my business to 6 figures in 1 year because I had a coach, and a lot of these things that I'm talking about is, if you don't understand what I'm saying, or if you feel like, oh, I'm just going to try and figure it out on my own, that's completely fine. But if you are ready to invest and you believe in yourself and you believe in what your business can be, and you don't want it to take months, you don't want it to take years, you don't want to have to struggle to figure it out, then I highly suggest you invest in a coach. Because some of my clients who I start working with, they have been doing this for 2-3 years and made little to nothing. And when I go into their systems, when we talk about their business systems, they've got none of that set up, where if they had worked with a coach from the beginning, all of that would have been set up, right? So that's the other common mistake. The fifth most common mistake I see is not having a sales strategy. This one, unfortunately, is pretty prominent. Almost everyone who I talk to, who I see, who comes to me, they don't have a sales strategy. And that's because I don't think it's really talked about, or it's really taught that often. But really making sure that you have a way to turn cold leads into hot leads into clients, right? What is that client sales strategy that you are taking your clients through piece by piece? And it should be one that's tested, tried, and true, so you know that it works. You're taking them through it piece by piece by piece. Now, everyone's sales strategy may look a little different, but the basic tenets are the same. It's like, how are you finding your cold leads, right? What are the points you are using to warm them up? What are their touch points? When they're warm, how are you making sure that they have your information ready and handy and available to talk to you, to buy from you, to get what you have, to know that you're offering something that they need? Then how are you then roping them in and turning them into a client, right? That is your sales strategy, and it should be a system, preferably that happens automatically, right? Because a lot of people just simply, if you want to build your business to a point where you can either just make a lot of extra side money, or leave your full-time job, it's not going to be something that you want to, or really are able to be doing for every single client. Like, a lot of this stuff, or at least some of this stuff, should be automated. Number 6, the final most common mistake I see is just giving up too soon. Oh, I've been in my business a year and I'm not seeing any money, or I'm not seeing consistent clients, and it's been a year. Understand that a year is not a long time, okay? It takes time to build a business. Yes, Some people can make it happen much faster. Yes, some people can see success much quicker. And like I said before, I think in a lot of those cases, those people have business coaches or mentors like I did, helping them do it so it does happen faster. Or two, they have the money handed down to them, or they were born into wealth to where they can either invest in those systems right away, or invest in their business right away, or buy a business that's already in existence or already flourishing. But for the most people, a year is not enough time to really see what your business can do and really see your business growth. There's some couple of other nuances here, right? Of course. So like if you've got a heavy social media following, it's probably going to be easier if you know what you're doing to build a business off of that, to using your personal brand. But in some, it takes time. And so don't give up if you aren't seeing sales. Don't give up if you aren't seeing consistent clients, especially if you don't have any of the systems that I talked about, or any of the implementation, sales strategy, marketing strategy. If you don't have those things, then that could be a reason why you aren't seeing those consistent sales and clients in your business. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and click the link down in my bio to go to my website and grab your free guide on the 10 crucial steps to starting your business, and to also see how you can work with me for business coaching. I'm Sephora, your favorite attorney and business coach, and I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks, bye.